Hi everybody, today we want to have a look at the topic roundedness. And that really refers to vowel sounds in English. What are rounded and unrounded vowels? Now first of all, by rounded we mean that the lips are rounded during articulation. Sometimes this is also called labialization of a vowel. Not all vowel sounds are rounded. When the vowel sounds are rounded, you can recognize this because the lips are protruding or they are compressed. You will see some more examples in a moment. As a general tip, you can remember that front vowel sounds in English are unrounded. Now, in this position, the lips are usually spread or just simply neutral, but not round. Here are some examples to make this clear. On the left, you can see some unrounded vowel sounds in English, and on the right, some rounded ones. So I'm going to say each pair. I'll start with the left and then move on to the sound on the right so you can contrast, and I would encourage you to have a look at my lips. E. So here you can see my lips are spread. E. Versus oo. Oo. Here clearly my lips are rounded. The second pair, eh. The lips are not as spread as an E, they're a little bit more neutral, but they're not rounded compared to aw. This again, clearly a rounded vowel sound. And the last example, the last pair, unrounded sound, and a rounded vowel sound. So you probably wonder, well, which ones are rounded and which ones are unrounded? Let's have a look at all the vowel sounds in British English so I can show you which ones are rounded and which ones are unrounded. So here you see the vowel sounds, the monophthongs, single vowel sounds. If those symbols are new to you and you want to find out more, have a look at my channel. I have an entire playlist dedicated to all the vowel sounds, especially the monophthongs in English. Now I've color-coded them for you here. First of all, you can see the rounded vowel sounds in the orange boxes. Let's go over them. First of all, we've got two in the first row. I will say them out loud. I want you to have a look especially at my lips. So we have the first one, a short rounded vowel sound, oh. And next to it, a long rounded vowel sound, ooh. So here I think you can actually really see the lips protruding, ooh. Of course, it doesn't form an entirely round circle with the lips, but those are definitely a lot more rounded compared to the others that we will read in a moment. And then we have two other rounded vowel sounds. In the second row, we have aw, and in the last row, we have oh. So those are our four rounded vowel sounds in British English. And the ones in the gray boxes are all unrounded. Now there's one in a white box in the middle, and if you know anything about English pronunciation and phonology, you know this one. This is the schwa sound. It is the central vowel sound, and so we can't really say it's rounded or unrounded because it's just in the middle. You relax everything and you just make a very short sound. So there's really no effort involved. You don't have to move your lips or your tongue in any special position. So that's a neutral sound, not rounded or unrounded. But let's have a look at the unrounded sounds. And again, I will say them out loud and just watch my lips as well as I make them. First row, E, E. And then one next to it, I, I. Second row, eh, eh. And then next to the schwa on the right hand side we have And in the bottom row we have 3 unrounded sounds. We have then next to it and then next to it This is the sound I would say you have to say when you go to the doctor and you have a sore throat and they want to look into your mouth, into your throat. That's the sound you make. All right, so here we have them in this diagram, but of course very often you see the vowels organized on a chart that looks slightly different. It looks like this, the vowel chart. I'm sure you're familiar with this if you study phonology. And now the vowel chart, this is the one for British English. Of course, if you look at the IPA, you will see more vowel sounds, but I've only put the ones down that we really need for British English, the ones we just had before in our table. So have a look at this chart. Again, I have a whole video dedicated to the chart, but what I wanted to point out now is that for most charts, you will see next to the symbol a dot. Now, most of the time it's a little bit smaller, the dot, and it's just black. I just put it in big orange because I thought you will see it easier. Now, this dot has a very special meaning. It shows you if the vowel sound is rounded or not. So how will you tell? Because the dot always looks the same. It's the position of the dot. So have a look, I've put like a little explanation at the bottom on the left-hand side next to the diagram. So if your vowel symbol, the sound symbol, is on the left-hand side of the dot, that means that vowel is unrounded. So you can see, I told you earlier, all the front vowel sounds are unrounded, and that's very clear when we look at this vowel chart now, because all the front vowel sounds are on the left-hand side. We've got E, I, eh. Those are all front vowel sounds. All of them have the dot to their right, so that means the sound symbol is on the left, and that shows us those are unrounded vowel sounds. Now, we also have, of course, the schwa in the middle, and then we have that is also an unrounded vowel sound. And then we have a couple on the right, U and O. Now here, they are to the right of the dot, and that means those two are rounded. And then we have a couple more, and I've put like a little sort of circle around those. Those are really interesting because here we have 2 sounds next to one another and the dot is in the middle. So this really means the one on the left is unrounded and the one on the right is rounded. So we have unrounded A and rounded O. We have unrounded A and rounded O. But all of those are sounds that are formed at the back. So again, color-coded to make it a little bit easier to understand and to see. All the unrounded sounds are in the sort of turquoise greenish color. Then we have the schwa in the middle in brown. Remember, that's a neutral sound. And then we have a couple of rounded vowel sounds, 4 in total, and those are all displayed in orange. So I hope this has helped you to understand what we mean by rounded vowels, unrounded vowels, or roundedness when we talk about this in phonology. If you've got any questions, leave me a comment below.